Hi folks, I'm doing a tutorial on how to create a contact form on your website using a plugin called wpforms. You go to their website here, wpforms.com, and it's a drag and drop website form builder. You don't need any coding skills in order to create a form on your website. You can create contact forms, payment forms, surveys, etc. on your website using this plugin. Here's the various features. As I said, drag and drop. I've got various templates. It's obviously responsive for mobiles. It's got conditional logic. You can allow people to upload files. It does have spam protection using captcha and honeypots. We've got PayPal add-ons, Stripe add-ons, etc. And go look here. Your thing, various tiers: basic, plus, pro, and elite. Obviously, the higher you go up, the more features you'll get. See, the Pro is the one that you get the PayPal, Stripe, and all that on it. So yeah, if you look at get what is best for you and the features that you require. Yeah, I've got it installed. I'm not going to go through the whole installation of a plugin and I'm sure you've seen that several times. But if you go to the plugins here, I've just got the WP Forms installed. And the theme that I'm using is Generate Press, which you can download for free from WordPress. So if you go to the WP Forms and settings, you'll be able to, your license key, you'll be able to change how the styling works on the website. I wouldn't change anything here, I'd just leave that as default. You can load assets globally, but you shouldn't do that. I just leave that as default unchecked. If you need to comply with GDPR, you just need to check that. And then you can check all these as well and save your settings. Then under email settings, this is how the email looks. So you can send it in plain text if you like, or HTML. You can add your logo here to the email. You can change the background color to whatever you like here. And then obviously you can add in any, if you want to CC the forms or the emails when they get submitted. You then have the option for spam. Obviously have a reCAPTCHA version 2, an invisible version 2 or version 3. You'll need to go off to Google and get your site key and your secret key, and you can add those in there. Validation. You'll be able to configure validation for all forms here. So if you need to say this, if you want to change the default, this field is required, you can do here. Same about please enter a valid email address. But yeah, you can keep these all pretty much default. Payment options. Yeah, you select the currency that you're using or collecting for your site. So you can choose US dollar or UK pound. Then they have several integrations. Aweber comes by default. I installed this Constant Contact. If you want to use Active Campaign, you need to upgrade to a higher license than the one I'm currently got. But if you want to, say, add Campaign Monitor, you say yes, install and activate it. And I'll go off and install it. Just refresh the page. And then you just click on there and it'll allow you to add your account with your API key in order to use Campaign Monitor form. Access, it allows you to create roles for people to create forms. So you can say only editors and up can create forms, view the forms, edit them, delete them. Whatever. So you can apply all specific security roles here to the forms. Miscellaneous. That's just to hide announcements. So if you don't want, if you're a freelancer or an agency, you don't want people to your customers to see the plugin announced for updates. You can just hide it here. You can remove the admin bar, etc. So that's it in the settings section. Um, Another thing I will mention is this SMT plugin here. When you, generally speaking, the server will run just PHP to send the emails, which is not doesn't work all the time. So I would suggest that you install and activate this WPS and Mail SMTP, so you can use your own SMTP service like Gmail, Office, or any of these transactional mail companies to send their emails. So you just go along and say install that, and it'll go along, install it, and activate it, and then you can run the setup here and configure that with your details in order to send the emails. If you want to create a contact form on your site, what you're going to need to do is have a contact page. So what we'll do here is add a new page. Just call it contact. Publish that. Go back to the admin section of WordPress. Go to wpforms, so add new. Well, that'll load, and what you'll see when it opens, it gives you some basic templates. So we'll just call this contact. Just create a simple contact form. There it has all the fields and everything in for you. So what you want to do is just save that. Close it down. And if you go back to our pages, all pages, then go into and edit the contact page. And yeah, we can just add a block and just type in WP forms. It has this block. You just click on there, select the form, and embeds it. And you can just update. Go back to the WordPress admin, and you have your contact form for the website. If you want to create your own, just as simple, maybe a few more extra steps, but pretty much the same. So we'll just call this contact new. We'll select blank form. And then what we want to do is put in and just add some fields. So we'll add name, I'll put in the first and last. And then, if you want to capture an email, put in the email there, phone, address. And then we're going to want to add paragraph text. Let's call that message. Then here we can say it's a required field and the email is a required field. What I'm going to do is take that off because I'm going to have some conditional. So we want some conditional logic in here because you don't want to have to collect all this information if it's not necessary. So we go to add fields and click on checkboxes, and we can just move this up here, and you will say email, phone, post. How do you want to be contacted? Then with the conditional logic here, so enable it, then just say if that field is equal to email, you show that. This one can again add conditional logic to it. Again, if that field is phone, that will be shown, and then address will again enable a conditional logic, and if that field is post, it will show up. So if we save that, close it down, go back to the contact page, edit that contact page, and we'll just change the form. Just remove that block, add a new one, again wpforms, select the form, contact new, update it. Then let's view this page, the website, and then people just fill in their names. So now, if they choose email, the field will be there, phone be there, and postage. If they want a letter sent to them, it'll give you the address fields. So yeah, that's how you add a simple contact form to your website. Hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. If you found it helpful, please click the like button and subscribe. Thank you.